Welcome to Twitchymo Studio. In this Cartoon Animator 5 tutorial part 3, we will take our simple character and make him into a CTA5 character, using CTA5's character template. Let's get started. Start up Inkscape by selecting the file, Simple Character Part 2.svg. There is a link for that file, in the description. Open the Layers and Objects tab. You'll see two layers, head and body. Open the body layer. Turn the head layer off. Let's name the different paths. First the hip. We can see that the neck is part of the head. Isolate the neck path and move it into the hip group. We're doing this to match CTA5's template. It may be hard to select the neck, so I'm going to locate the actual path in the head layer. I forgot to unlock the head group. Drag and drop the neck into the hip group. I'm going to convert all the objects into paths. So, you'll see me do that as we go. Let's move on to the arms. Locate the right arm. We will call that group ARM. Do the same for the left. That group will name LARM. And name the main group Arms. If you were creating a character from scratch, using Inkscape, you would have to follow CTA5's naming convention. But here we are just identifying the different parts. Let's name the legs. The right leg will be named R leg. I see that the right shoe is in the left group, just drag it into the R leg group. Name the left leg L leg. Make sure the shoes are at the top of the paths, in both leg groups. Select the shoe path, and right-click and hit Group. Rename it L foot. Do the same for the right foot. Name it R foot. I see one of the paths has the stroke on. You can see a brown outline around the hip. Let's isolate it. Then we'll go to the Fill and Stroke tab. Select Stroke and turn it off. Go back into the right arm group. These paths are the fingers and the wrist. Name this group R hand. Do the same with the left arm group, and name it L hand. Open Cartoon Animator 5. Open your CTA5 temp shortcut. If you have not made one, I suggest you pause this video and click on the link at the top and watch my video, Sync CTA5 to Inkscape for pipeline character design. We will be using this shortcut throughout the video. In CTA5, select Create, at the top. Create Character. Then Human Template, make sure you select the SVG version. A file will open in Inkscape, my default vector editor. Open the Layers and Object tab. This top layer contains all the text, describing all the parts. For this tutorial, we can delete it. If you notice, all the circles at the joints, they won't be needed. So we can delete them. Go through each arm and leg groups and remove them. Make sure you don't remove any of the red, yellow, orange, blue or green dots. These dots are the markers for the bone joints, located in CTA5. Okay, hit save in Inkscape, and as long as there are not any problems, it will sync into CTA5. The beauty of doing your work in this way. If there is an error in your vector file, and it does not load in CTA5, hit undo in steps, in Inkscape. Then hit save, until your character loads up. Just to show how the sync works, I changed the hip color, then save, and it reloaded into CTA5. Now hit the undo button in Inkscape, removing the color. Hit save. CTA5 again syncs, and reloads with the changes. Our simple character we created has his arms angled down. Let's adjust this template with its arms also angled down to match. Rotate the character's arms. Move the colored bone dots into the joint locations. Do both arms. Let's save, and check to make sure that everything still works. At this point, copy the file in the SVG cache, copying it out of the cache location. To show the importance of saving your work out of the SVG cache folder, when you open or close CTA5, this folder is cleared and deleted. I purposely shut down everything to show how to resync CTA5 and Inkscape. Open CTA5. Use the CTA5 temp shortcut to open the folder. Go into SVG_cache. Copy and paste your last saved SVG character file into the folder. In CTA5, go to Create, Launch to Inkscape, then Open File. Select your character template file. It won't show up in CTA5 until you make a change and save it. So I'll delete an earring and hit save. Hit the undo button to restore the earring, and hit save again. Now, open our simple character file. Let's start with the hip. Open hip, and its subgroups, in CTA5's template. Locate the hip in our character. I lost the character file, where I renamed all the body parts, so I will fast forward through doing it again. Select all the hips paths, copy them, then paste them in the human template, under RL image, hip : and hip : 2. Make sure they end up in the same subfolder as the path named replace. Now, it's just a matter of moving and resizing to fit in place. Turn off RL image head to adjust the neck. Adjust the new image, and try to leave the original image in place, for now. This is a good spot to save in Inkscape, and sync back to CTA5, to make sure your character is still working. Do the same copy and paste operations between images for both right and left thighs. Stretch the thigh image to cover from the hip down to the shoes. We need to move the pants above the body's path to match the color of the legs. Again, save and resync to make sure everything works okay. We won't be using the shanks, so delete the paths, but leave the file structure. Do the same operation for the left leg. Adjust the bone dots. Save in Inkscape to resync to CTA5. The shoes we designed will not work with this template, so I'll leave it to you to redesign new shoes for your character. Let's try out some animated moves. Onto the arms. Hide the legs, and turn on the arms group. Copy the path, in the subfolder, our arm. In the human template, find our arm :2, then replace 12. Paste it there. Delete the templates, our arms, original path. Rotate and stretch the image to fit the shoulder joint, down to the wrist joint. Try to maintain the shape of the replacement arm. You can delete the R4 arm path. Move the joint dots into the correct locations. Do the left arm, doing the same operations. I changed the arms to red to see the shoulder placements on the hip. Now that we made these changes, Hit save and resync with CTA5. Everything looks okay so far. Let's test with some animations. Now, let's move on to the head. Start up our simple character in Inkscape. We'll be copying and pasting each part as we go. Turn off the earrings, the right and left, we won't be using them with our character. Find the front hair, once in place, delete the original, and hide the group so you can see the layers behind. Be careful not to move the red, blue and green crosses. They are the location markers for the different parts of the head. Copy over the brows and align both sides. For the nose, we will only be using the one. Hide both the center left and center right. Paste the nose in the center group. Copy and paste the eyes. Space filler. For the mouth, I pasted it in the normal :2 folder, and turned off all the rest of the mouth positions. For a talking head, you will need all these mouth positions, but for now just leave them invisible. copy and paste over our face, and align. And lastly, paste over the back hair. Select each earring and delete then. We'll just go back over both eyes, and turn off the iris, eye whiter, and the mask groups. For the front hair, hide the original path. Same with the back hair. Hide the ear groups. Ours has the ears, as part of our face. Save and sync, to check that our character is working. The eyes don't seem to be working, and the earrings are showing up. Go back to Inkscape and delete the earring paths. Hit save, and sync. The earrings are removed now. The eyes are giving some problems, so I reverted to the template's default eyes. Again, let's add some animations, and test our new Cartoon Animator 5 character. Thank you for following along with this 3-part series. If you haven't done so already, please take a few seconds to subscribe, like and hit notifications, to be notified of my next video. Thank you for joining my journey of animation.